Yo, what up? What up? The day is coming to an end, and I was supposed to come right back on yesterday. Ended up getting wrapped up. So, right now I'm cleaning up and getting ready to chat it out with you guys. How was y'all 4th? What did y'all do for the 4th of July? We get some barbecue going? Anybody let off any fireworks? Man, my desk behind me, y'all, is hit. What's up, Customs Journey? How you doing? Look at all of this. Gotta clean clean all of this up. Getting ready to holler at you guys and see what's going on. How you guys' 4th of July was. What did you get? What did y'all do this weekend? Was anybody barbecuing? I know it was hot outside. Unnaturally hot. Trust me, I know. It's an apple green flock. This stuff is nice. Shout out to James from Econo Transfer too. Man, greatly appreciate him. Always looking out. It's 107 in Texas. Sheesh. Will Wright, what's going on with you, man? How you doing? How was your 4th? Barbecue? Let off any fireworks? Anything happening? So the video that's about to drop, guys, is me unboxing a bunch of flavors of Econo that I just recently got from them. Once again, shout out to Econo Transfers. But I want to talk to you guys about the 4th. Read my top comments. All right, act bad, bad acting. What up, my boy? How's it going? Living the American dream, brother. I'm working. It's been a long time since I've been in one of your lives. Yes, it has. Let me see. I'm just here doing decals and TikTok videos. That's what's up, bruh. Stay gritting, stay grinding. Yo, y'all, this weekend, it was nice, but it was also horrific at the same time. If you watch my new video that's about to drop, you'll hear a little bit more about the story. But I want to ask you guys, in the area in which you live, do you hear more gunshots than you hear fireworks? Or do you hear fireworks more than you hear gunshots? It's the real reason why I'm asking this question. Shout out to Supercolor too. They got my order coming just in the nick of time. I mean, I have a good 2 days to press 150. Well, actually, total it's 150, 250, almost 500 pieces, y'all. I will have 2 days to press them and get it done for this family reunion. All right. Fireworks and Popeyes. Laugh out loud. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a great combination. So this weekend, it was fairly good. It was a little bit hot here in Canton, Ohio. And some drama kind of popped off, y'all. And it made me reevaluate, the direction of my life and the things that I'm doing in my life. With that being said, I was in between 2 guns, a Glock and a 45. Your boy Mike T's almost lost his life, and I was just trying to defuse the situation. However, there was the adults that was there in this particular setting. I'm not going to say no names or no nothing like that. So if you ask me who it was, where it was at, I'm not going to say. But I am going to tell you this. I almost lost my life this weekend. And it was due to some foolishness because someone looked at somebody a certain way or said something. Like, this youth out here, I can say that. It was youth. It was definitely the youth. They don't fight no more. They go right to violence. And what I mean by violence, I'm talking about gun violence. No one shoots a fair one no more. No one uses these. So I'm in the middle of 2 hostile people that's getting ready to basically let that thing ring. I am yelling at the top of my voice to calm down this whole, I don't even know what it was that erupted into nothingness. And like I said, there was other grown folks there, but they just did not play their part. Like when you're an adult, especially my age, 40, if you in your 40s, your 35s, into that, you are an adult. You know, like, okay, I see this man is struggling. Maybe I need to hop in, or if I could diffuse the situation, at least from the other person's side, let me try to do that. Um, the parents wasn't parenting, pretty much. That's how that boils down to. Seems like I was the only one with common sense there, and it escalated once again because someone said something to somebody or someone looked at somebody a certain way. Our generation definitely has to get past that. Hold on one second. Just my wife, I have to answer, y'all. Hello. Yep, that'll work for him. Okay, the one on 55th or the one closer? It doesn't matter to me. It's a whole different crew in the other one. Okay. Um, a little bit. It's in a little bit. All right, and I will see you shortly. Mm. All right, well, call me. Call me. I love you. Bye. All right, where was I? So I think I was talking about being an adult and the other adults not participating or acting like an adult in a situation where two kids obviously don't want to fight with their fists, but rather prove who's who with a pistol. Um, y'all, we in some real trying times. So the parents that do come on and actually watch my channel. If you got any younger kids, younger sons especially, younger ones that's just out of control, embrace your child. Talk to your child and let your child know that tomorrow is not promised. And it's always somebody that's trying to break up the madness or whatever's going on that ends up being the victim. It always happens. And the two folks that sitting there arguing tend to go on and live the rest of their life. Yeah, they started it, but they don't necessarily be the ones that, end up laid out. So that's how my 4th of July weekend started. Um, now, I've seen a lot of craziness in my life. I have. And when I was younger, I think I could deal with it a lot better. But as I get older, I start to realize there's things that I am here for. And nothing brought that more concrete to my brain than this present situation happening and then versus everything that I got going on. Now, as most know, I have 10 kids. You guys know this. I want to be around for my grandchildren. I want to be around to see how this business plays out, how this turns out. Is this really truly going to be a legacy? That's what your boy is working hard for. So the last couple of days, I have put some stuff on the internet. I have been putting stuff on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, but I'm not actually tap tuned all the way in like normal. And if you guys want to know why, that was more of the reason why. Like I couldn't even focus on, coming and talking to you guys on the camera because I have thoughts of just craziness and how it could have went. And then to top that off, y'all, it's about, I don't know, a good 5 to 10 people outside with camera phones. Some adult, some children. Everybody's doing this when the drama is happening. I'm standing dead smack in the middle of a person who possibly looks like a 4 or 5 and a person behind me with a Glock 9. And I'm a God-fearing man, y'all. Thank God God was there to protect and halt this stupidness that was going on. So with that being said, y'all, I'm here. I'm blessed, thank God. But you never know. You never know. You never know. What does this have to do with t-shirts? It has nothing to do with t-shirts. It has everything to do with common sense. And if you're around someone that does not have common sense, maybe speaking or breathing common sense into them, because you could possibly be saving their life one day. Let me read some of the comments. My fault. Before I even get into the comments, it was so much that going to go look at fireworks just was out of the question for me. Now, my children did watch some fireworks from the house. It just reminded me of what times we're in. And it's just goofiness. Like I said, no one fights with their fists no more. I guess that's old school. Fireworks Popeye. Customs Journey, 50-50, real right. Hood Gunshot, Burbs, both. The hood, you know what it is. See, this is another thing. This didn't take place in the hood. Nowhere near the hood. This took place in suburbs. It's just the hood people came out to the suburbs, if you get where I'm going. And when they came out, even though they was coming to the suburbs, they still decided to carry. I don't get why you would carry to come to an event, or carry to come see your mom and dad, or carry to go see your brother, your sister, your aunt, your grandma, whoever it is that you're going to visit. If you're going to go visit so-called family, there's no need to be armed if that's who you are truly going to visit. Now, if you don't look at folks as your family, then why even go visit them to begin with? Especially if you got to carry a firearm. I don't mess with guns. I don't play with guns. I had one when I was younger and I got rid of it. I don't like guns. I lost a couple of friends to gun violence here in this city where I stay at. And the way that they succumbed, it was execution style, was a crazy amount of bullets. It was just too much. Yeah, I do know what it is, man. I definitely do. That was that real right. Customs Journey, people don't throw hands no more. They're scared to take a loss. That's another thing. Taking a loss doesn't mean you just lost your life. You just literally got your butt whooped. You can get up and breathe to see another day. You can still eat. You can still go play your video game. Yeah, you got your ass whooped in front, or excuse my language. You got your butt whooped in front of a lot of folks. That could be embarrassing. But at the end of the day, you live to fight another day. As in where these cowards, and that's what I'm going to call them, because anytime you pull out a gun before you swing your fist, to me, you are a coward. If you scared to take an L, or if you scared to get hit, then just stay away. Don't hop into no street stuff. If that ain't for you, don't sign up for it. And I feel like the parents at home aren't teaching their children that. I teach my children. Like, look, there's a consequence for everything, good or bad. And the way that I'm raising you, you shouldn't have to go or result into hood living. Because I'm giving you all the tools to get away from here, to go better your life, to use your common sense, because that's what I'm teaching you. But some folks still miss the boat, regardless. And to be honest with y'all, was, like I keep saying, if I was 25, this would have been, you know what I'm saying? But when you're 40 and you get to thinking about things and you actually vision it as it's happening before anything has happened, I don't know what it was. I've never had a vision like that in the middle of something. So let me finish the story and how it resulted in calming down. One pulls out the gun. I'm not aware of it. It's behind me. The other one reaches in his pocket or in his pants and pulls out a bigger gun and is like this. And I don't need to point to the camera. You kind of already know. But just know I'm dead smack in the middle of one person with a gun this way and one person with a gun this way. So the chances of Mike escaping that, there was no escaping that. But, you know, like I said, man, the way it diffused is after I seen old boy pull out his, I just turned away because he had uttered the words, I'm just going to shoot you in your head or your face. So at the end is when I became enraged and just I turned my back. That was even stupid to turn my back, you know. But it was like there's no getting through. You're talking about peace. They still on some rah-rah. They still want to go at it. Get out the way in case they do start firing. And maybe you do got some hope of only just getting, you know what I'm saying, a regular shot, not a execution style type shot. It's crazy I even have to think about this or even talk about this. But like I said, y'all, it's played over and over and over and over and over in my mind to where it's the only thing that I'm thinking about. And I don't know. Some situations just don't, you know, it don't. Anyhow, that's all I'm going to speak on that. Y'all just be safe out here, you know what I'm saying? You never know when it's your time to go. Um, And if you got children, man, bring them children in close to you. Let them know what type of world that we are living in. We're not living in a regular world. We're living in one that's tormented, that's messed up. Hello? All right. Okay. All right. Yep. Love you too. Bye. But on to other news. I mean, like, I could be on to other news. The 4th came. Like I said, I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to hear the fireworks. So long was at this point, you know, my whole weekend was destroyed. And people say don't let one little incident break you down or put you in a funk or in a mood. It's kind of hard to kind of, you know, be in something like that and then go to regular. So it's been weighing on me heavy. And like I said, I've lost best friends. I've lost best friends. Senseless, stupid violence. Let me see. People don't throw hands. That was James. It's deeper than cars. What's going on? Mr. Wright, haven't seen you in a while. Crazy world we live in. Glad you're okay. Yes, sir. Me too. Thank God. They don't realize that shit is temporary while prison, death, for serious injuries that last. And James, you are absolutely 100% right. You know, I was trying to tell him that because it's black on black crime. So it's two youth, you know, they're both adults, but let's just say one's a higher teen and then one's actually in their 20s. So you got kids pretty much playing with guns that don't know what they doing. And I'm trying to explain to both of them, the only time you pull out firearms is somebody breaking into your house, you physically see them injuring or hurting one of your family members. It's a life or death situation where you just have to pull it out. There's no other form of talking, communicating. There's nothing to be done other than to protect yourself. That's when you use a firearm. But nowadays, it's just like, shoot first, ask questions later. If a kid get hit, oh well. If somebody that didn't mean to get hit, oh well. And that's just how they operate, y'all. And it's sad. It is so sad. And then when you try to explain it to others, I'm like, well, yeah, it could have been this way. Could have. There's no coming back from being shot. If it's a life-threatening injury where you've been shot, you're not coming back from that. Real right, Mike, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I advise everybody to get legally strapped. I mean, that's pretty much at the end of the day, that's all I can do. I hate guns. I hate them. I hate guns. But if I gotta protect mine and my family's life in an event that something crazy happened, I'd rather have it than not need it, than need it and not have it. What's going on, Crafting Away? Just talking. Whole little silly situation that went on this weekend before the 4th. It's hot outside. Kids ain't being parented right. Someone's not in their corner. Someone is not speaking that sound common advice to our youth. Y'all, please hit that like button. Please, that thumbs up. Let YouTube know that we rocking with each other. Mike, you learning and unlearning. It's healthy, G. We built and raised different. I mean, I get that. I get that. I definitely get that. But the parents that came up when I was coming up, similar things happened in their homes. I'm not talking about the craziness. I'm talking about real parenting. You know? So-and-so, that's your child. They was out past street lights. I'm going to call your mom because your mom obviously don't know that you was out past street lights. Instead of it, bitch, don't worry about my child, blah, 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 blah. It was, oh, they is? You seen him? Where you see him? Okay, let me go get my child because he should not be outside after street lights. They don't think like that no more. It's more so, get out of my business. What you in my business for? I got my child. My children is okay. Well, I was just telling you because I just seen him run across the porch. And I know normally he's in before street lights. I don't know. Maybe it sounds crazy to y'all. Maybe the way I'm explaining it might sound crazy to y'all. I don't know. I just put on the live to talk because I came on yesterday for a hot second, hot right off. And mainly I hopped on just to have a safe 4th because a lot of them fireworks of what you hear is not fireworks. Them is gunshots. And what goes up must come down. It's going to come down somewhere. Real right, we cut from a different cloth, obviously, for sure. Facts, James. It ain't about streets no more. That's real right. Yeah, it's not. Usually, even the street people, even the real gangsters, if you talk to or if you know of a real person that's really in this street life, they don't pull out their guns as quick as these young. I don't want to fight tempered kids with no guidance or direction. They will pull out their strap and they will shoot in a minute. Aim off, kids outside playing, closed area, no one has nowhere to run, so it's like a whole panic mode. Like, it's almost like we living in a third world country. Folks, grab your children, teach your children. You know what happens when you pull out a gun and shoot somebody? You're going to prison for the rest of your life. And the person that you may have shot may have just lost their life due to senseless violence. And I don't know. It got to the point to where I'm here, and like I said, I'm in the suburbs, but this happened in the suburbs. This didn't happen in the hood. This didn't happen in the streets. This didn't happen where gangsters happen to reside at. This happened where the suburbs literally is at, where you cross a certain line, you're seeing state troopers, you're seeing the sheriffs, you're seeing all of this. And that's another thing. These kids are pulling out guns so quick. A cop, a sheriff, they're not asking questions. If they see you with a gun drawn, they have every right in their power to shoot you. And then it's all cry me a river when somebody gets shot by the police because they had a gun drawn out. Like, make it make sense. You that much of a gangster, go to Chirac. Go sign up for the military. Go be on the front lines of the war somewhere. If that's what you want to, if that's what you want to get into. If that's the life you want to live, that's cool. But just don't do it around the regular people that's waking up and going to work every day. That's, worried about paying bills. That ain't on the same type of bullish that you are on. That's, I don't know. That's one of the best words of advice I can give to anybody that's going through this. Late night, what's going on with you? Barb, how are you doing? Just really, I was just talking and kind of digressed off to what happened this weekend. I care not to repeat it. Just know that if you do have a child out there and your child may be one of those children that don't want to listen to authority and don't give a care about his life or the next person's life, that you grab and console that child, let that child know that he's loved and that there's more than one way to solve violence. Gun violence not being that way to solve the violence, because once you shoot somebody, especially in a horrific way, there was no coming back from that. Then you didn't threw your life away, and you didn't took somebody else's life away. I don't even like forming the words, because it don't even feel right for me to even be speaking on it. Once again, y'all, I apologize for the rant. I know I'm normally talking about t-shirts and everything else, but what happened to me on Friday, I feel as though it affected me physically and mentally. And like I said, I've been around a lot of craziness. I have been around a lot of craziness. Y'all just Google Canton, Ohio. You will see what I'm talking about. Well, right, Mike, I didn't got any more beef with these parents looking out for their youngins than I did mobbing. And that's the truth, because the parents ain't fully parenting. They're not grown parents. They're not thinking with common sense minds. That was prior to the example that I just used. The neighbor, hey, look, I just seen your child. I know it's dusk. It's getting dark. Ain't nothing out here. Hey, you know your child out here, right? So why you worried about my dad? No common sense. They worried about somebody saying something to them about their child or their parenting skills, rather than actually getting up off of whatever it is that they're doing and actually checking on their child. It's sad. It's sick. I mean, we yelling at our kids. Y'all don't go outside and play enough. Y'all all on this Nintendo and all on these game systems and stuff. I mean, like, if you was a child growing up in this day and age and people are shooting like they shoot, would you want to go outside and play? Real talk. Would you want to go outside and play? Knowing a chance, or even if you are in the suburbs, knowing that there might be a chance that someone can accidentally get hit or someone would, you know what I'm saying? It's just so many variables to divide this. We definitely living in a different space, real right, for sure. And like you said, it's not about the streets no more. It's who did what to who and how it happened, and oh my gosh. Used to be a time you could crack on somebody's shoes. You crack on somebody's shoes and they don't like it, or it hit them some type of way. You could die for cracking on somebody's shoes. Hold on, that's somebody else popping in. Yeah, man, been grinding, finishing up 150-piece order. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Man, I got 2 days to knock out 500 pieces, and I'm going to do it in the morning when I get up. The shirts and the transfers got delayed. Of course, FedEx don't tell you that. FedEx be like, your package will be arriving on time. Paying $100 in overnight shipping for nothing, because I paid for overnight shipping on Thursday, which should have Friday, technically is overnight. Saturday at the latest. Got the shirts today, y'all. So I called FedEx like, yeah, so what's up with the $100 overnight? Crafting away, what up with everybody in the chat? What's going on? So how was y'all? Did y'all do any fireworks, barbecuing? Let me know what's going on. How was y'all 4th of July? I just let you know about mine. If someone would have called the cops, they both would have called a case over some dumb shit. Here's the crazy thing, James. The cops was called. The people with the guns was told on. The cops took their good old time coming. When I say their good old time, the situation was over probably within 10 to 15 minutes. The cops came 20 minutes after. 20 minutes after, no time for them to kill each other. I don't know if they were called to other stuff, other people were in trouble. I'm not going to dismiss that, but I'm just saying. The cops didn't come as if it was an emergency. Customer journey facts. They want to be kids' best friend, and they don't want to teach them right from wrong. You are so true about that. That's just the way it's going. Real right. Mike got no more beef with these parents. Yep. It jumped up somehow. Crafting away customs journey. You are so right. That tough love and discipline is gone. People act like they can't teach at the same time. Weak parents, in my eyes. Sorry to say, it's so true. Like everything that y'all saying is true. I have 10, and I rule with an iron fist. My kids thought at one point in time that, man, he ain't never gonna let up. My oldest right now should be seeing that. Like, why I didn't let up? But people turn a blind eye to certain situations and certain things. So, with that being said, once they're out of the house, they've made their decision on what it is that they're going to do. There's really nothing you can do about that other than be like, I done told you. And you know what it was. And once they get a certain age, they just stop listening. They just stop listening. They don't want to respect no authority. Everybody's just bossing them and telling them what to do, not knowing that what we are telling you is something A, that we've been experienced, C, or B, and seen, or C, just commonly want to prevent you from actually going down that path. They don't see it like that. Too many parent friendships. How are you? Custom Journey, how are you? We're right, don't apologize. You don't know, we here. Appreciate that, real right. No. Late night crafting with Stacy, real right. I be trying to tell them they watching y'all for no reason. Know that. Somebody always peeping. Yeah. And that's another thing. It's these kids and parents. Because I'm telling you, it was not so many, but in my eyes view, I'm looking to see. And when I'm looking out, this is what I'm seeing. Everybody is like this. And it's like maybe a good 5 teenagers. The rest are adults, but they're doing this instead of trying to diffuse the situation. Now, I'm tall, y'all. I'm 6'1". But these kids, they're taller than me. You know what I'm saying? One is probably about 6'7", and the other one is probably about 6'5". So I'm short. When you draw and when you point the pistol, normally the barrel is aimed down. Bye-bye, Mike. No, kids don't know how to play. But then again, it's just like what I said earlier. It's just, all right, so do I let you outside to play? Because there's a chance so-and-so may have an issue with so-and-so, and they're going to up, and there might, you know what I'm saying? This is in the suburbs. Once again, you're paying a premium price to be in this location, and yet it's still going on. About to go out to the country, y'all. Middle of the woods. I don't want no neighbors. I'm gonna build me a couple of print shops on this land in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna make sure I got a strong Wi-Fi connection and kind of rock it out like that. That's really what I'm leaning towards, because at the end of the day, a bullet has no name on it, and folks it's always the people that's trying to break it up, or the person that got common sense trying to come speak some common sense into the situation, and it just goes all the way left. You said, where I live, at 5 cops, car shows up and everyone's going to jail. Generally, that's how it is, but I don't know if it's a lack of, or if it's just scared of, but just check out Canton City, Ohio. Go and look up the violent crimes in the last 2 to 3 years. Today, my daughter and grandkids went strawberry picking at local farm. 5 flats of strawberries. Yes, thank you, Barb. Um, See, that's what kids should be doing. Stuff like that. Better in the community, you know? Hey, Educated Natural, how are you doing? So they actually just passed this open to carry law or whatever. Anybody can carry anything, and y'all just be safe, you know? Um, um, if you missed it, just rewind this back. I should be back on track tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what I got to press up. I got all the blanks. Just waiting on my transfers. You know, 6'5", 6'7", and not throwing hands. Wow. Back in the day, that was a pay-per-view fight. That's what I'm screaming, but what do you say, man? What do you say? How do you talk? What do you say when you're faced with something like that? Like, shoulda, coulda, woulda's is usually the end result. I shouldn't have took myself out there. It couldn't have been him that got shot. Just craziness, y'all. Craziness, and I'm too old for it. Anybody go watch any fireworks though? The real fireworks, like up in the air. Anybody barbecue? So I made some pulled beef and pulled pork. Barb, not yet. They actually wanted me to come up this week, but I have a 500-piece order I got to knock out before Friday. And then I got like 4 or 5 customs that I have to do as well before Saturday. And I'm hosting a family reunion here in my hometown of Canton with my father, starting Friday through Sunday. So really, it ain't looking too promising as far as going out to Massillon. I was supposed to be in Massillon this whole week, picking out colors and different stuff like that. I got a meeting with the mayor on Friday of Massillon City, and I'm gonna go check that out. Go see what's going on out there. Show my support for the city. Let them know that Mike Tees is in the building. They're definitely about to get some one-of-a-kind creations and some content. Y'all be seeing more of JP too in the Simon Says Promotion Shop. The Rise is still not finished because I'm waiting to get a voiceover from Dwayne and JP. But these guys are very busy. They're extremely busy. So we are all on the same boat. But I will give you, I'll try to go out there so you guys can see what's going on. I wanted to interview the lady that took over the hair shop, the eyelash shop, and the, I think it's massage. I'm not too sure. It's 3 things that's up on that first floor. I could do that. I can give you guys an update, but it kind of looks the same still, and I've been out there. What you guys didn't see is the Stark Media building, I don't think. I think you just seen little snippets, little pieces, and there's something special about to happen there. And that's a to be continued. Stay tuned because I can't really fully announce what's going on with that Stark Media building, but just know your boy is gritting. I'm trying to advance and grow, you know? Nope. I'm on strike. I'm doing barbecue. $13 chickens, $19 ribs. I'm not feeding nobody unless I get a deposit. I know that's right. The food, look, inflation is going to be this, that. And then I just seen like where the other day this black guy was on TikTok or something, maybe Instagram. He was like, so many people worried about the recession. So many folks is worried about the recession. He said, don't worry. If you poor, everything is going to be the same as it is now. So basically what he was saying is those that live below means or really don't have no money or ain't working to get no money, it's going to stay the same. Who is really going to affect is us that's out here really grinding and working and trying to get to the next level in life. But it has to happen, y'all. They gave out so many millions during COVID. We got to recoup some of that money back. That's how I always look at things. Call me optimistic, but we knew it was gonna happen. We knew it was bound to happen. Yeah, so this weekend coming, I'm gonna be barbecuing and listen. My father spent $1,500 in meat for this upcoming event, so I already know the prices is redunculous. So, Customs Journey, did you buy your own set of fireworks to set off? I don't know if y'all can set them off over there. We ain't technically allowed to set them off, but folks still set them off. And the cops really be trying to catch them, but they be lollygagging. Oh, while I'm on here, I'm also discuss what the video's gonna be over. Check this out, y'all. This is some new flock that should be dropping this week or next week. Apple green flock. I'm gonna try to sublimate on this stuff too. You know your boy got to do a trial and error. They have sun yellow, not to be confused with this other yellow that you guys always see me with, like when I'm doing Lakers and stuff. This is sun yellow. This is the original yellow right here. I'm gonna check the comments. Give me a hot second. Eggplant puff. It's a real deep purple, but this is puff. Shout out once again to Econo Transfers. I'm excited to try this out. Kind of looks dark brownish. Well, it's just a deep purple. On camera, though, it looks dark brownish. Or maybe even black to y'all. Try to see if the sun hit it and any type, or being the light hit it. And we got some espresso. Which I love this. I love this color. A lot of times when I'm doing my layering jobs, this helps like with the skin tone. I call it a skin tone color. Even though it's espresso, it can be used as a skin tone color if you're actually doing a face or if you're doing any type of layering job. And at the end of this family reunion, y'all, your boy got to do a sublimation owl runner for a wedding. So on this owl runner, I'm going to be doing some pictures. I may even make a YouTube video over it or not. What it is a premium owl runner off of Amazon. Just made sure it was 100% polyester. I'm going to stamp some of the pictures of lost loved ones on here and some sort of a saying. And I might make a YouTube video over it. It would be a good YouTube video. And this thing is long, y'all. It's definitely long, and it's gonna be my first time sublimating on a runner. Shout out to my homie over at Graphic Warehouse. He hooked the Econo up. Y'all, I called this everything. I said Pink Floyd, Nirvana, it's Metallica, but Econo took on some of the familiar things and actually replaced it. Like that's James from Econo Transfers, the Scooby-Doo van. And this one behooves me. Y'all gonna have to tell me who this is, but it's Econo Transfers. I like the logo flips though, as far as these stickers. Shout out once again to Graphic Warehouse. That's my guy over there. He's hooking things up. That is wide. Hold on. No, bro, I gotta go back on up a little bit. Laugh out loud. We set off and went to see the fireworks. We set some off and went. That makes sense. That's what I would have did real right. Normally I spend at least 1,000 on fireworks myself. And then Phantom Fireworks gives me a coupon where whatever I spend, they'll match up to 1,000, I think. So normally I have a whole picnic table and ground full of fireworks. Last year you might have caught a little bit of it. But normally every year I'm setting off a bunch of fireworks like it's a fireworks show. This year I just wasn't into it, and then you guys already know. No, on my block, they got nuts with fireworks. I don't have to spend the money. I know that's right. And that's how it is in my mom and dad's neighborhood. Usually everyone's shooting off some type of fireworks. So you kind of get a bunch of little mini shows in between, especially when the nightfall start. And then I let all of them shoot theirs off, and generally around 10:15, 10:30, you'll start hearing boom, and that's me in the backyard, but I didn't even get to do that. Um, well, right, I gotta stop bullshitting and grab that Econo Sublimation flock. Let me tell you, I tried to use the other flock, and the image don't come through as vibrant as it does with that Econo Sublimation flock. Now you gotta make sure it says Sublimation flock in front of it. I actually did a video with my son, and I thought I was grabbing Sublimation flock. I ended up grabbing original flock, and the colors. Now some would say you could have just held it under the heat long enough. No, not for me. Not in my experiences with pressing color onto Sublimation flock. The time that I have it generally set is 45 seconds at 380 degrees, and it works for everything across the board, even wooden boards, from fabric to board. So the original flock, it will pick up the color. I'm not saying it won't, but it'll kind of look like if you were to sub on a 100% cotton t-shirt. And it had that vintage look to it. Barb says, you could be like down in Minneapolis last night. A huge group of teenagers were shooting fireworks in the street at each other. Motor fireworks, craziness. Set off security alarms in the businesses. I bet. Parents just ain't parenting. It's sad because I know I am a father. I'm an active father. I'm not a part-time dad. No shot to the part-time dads if you have to be a part-time dad. I'm in my kids' lives. From the time they get up to the time they go to sleep, even with them phone calls throughout the day, I'm in my kids' life, 100% of the time. So it just goes to show. I mean, sheesh. The roll of material you were holding looked wide. It is very wide. It is an owl runner. This is the owl. And it is, let me give you the specs, 36 inches wide by 100 feet long. And where it's going to be rolled out is definitely, that's wide. You could fit probably like 3 people in this owl of where it's going. So it'd probably be a person on the end of this row, the person walking down the middle, and a person on the end of this row, and still have room on either side. They're getting married at a hall. They're not getting married in a traditional way. Let's just put it like that. So technically, they're making the owl. Holding, yeah, it'd be like that, Barb. Sometimes if I do voice talk, it will say it will compute some of the craziest things. It never actually computes what I'm saying, so I'm always like, oh shoot, my bad, and it just happens. Real right, Noah Flock is subs, but would fade and look burnt the longer you sub. That's true. That's so true. You have to get this sublimation flock. And they also got sublimation fabric. So I'm not sure if you guys went into the mall and you've ever seen like maybe Bart Simpson and he looks like he's in flock. It's a certain sublimation flock that they use to get that Bart Simpson on that shirt. Then they'll incorporate other print methods like the embroidery around that flock to make it look like it was all one piece, or they'll put screen printing across it to tie it all in together, ultimately charging more for that shirt because of the different print methods, all of the different things that went into making that garment, that shirt, that blanket, them jeans, whatever it is that you're using. Peace, love, and positive energy. Yes, sir. Same to you, I do's custom. It's deeper than cars. You have a good night. Might knock out that 500 piece. I'm gonna knock it out like nobody's business. Music gonna be blasting. I'm also gonna have my dad working with me, so this is gonna be one of them projects that we just tackle together until the last one is done. Well, right, I would think it would bubble and shrink. The higher heat on flock, it doesn't really affect it, but it will burn it. It will make it turn yellow, especially if it's not sublimation flock. If it's your run-of-the-mill, just white Caesar flock, it's a no-go. You gotta have the particular sublimation. There's a reason it's sublimation flock. I think it's thicker compared to the original flock. I don't have a piece here to compare it to. I don't think. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I got a piece to compare it to. And don't. But this is original, just regular flock, right? And you see the thinness. I mean, I'm showing it, but it may not, look the same. Careless TV, what's going on, man? I had the pleasure of meeting Careless TV out at the Made to Hustle event. Probably about 2 weeks ago out in Texas. Can't wait to speak with you, brother. Honestly, I can't. But there's a definite difference in this flock and sublimation flock. This flock right here, if you were just making a shirt personal for yourself and you decide to sub on it, that would be cool, because it's for yourself. There's no big worrying about it. But to sell or to put on sale and then advertise vibrant colors and they kind of look dull, you don't want to do that. Head over to Econo and get your sublimation fabric and sublimation flock. And keep rocking it out. What up? I'm gonna say that too. How are you doing? Appreciate you guys rocking in. It's your first time here. Please browse around my channel. I make all sorts of content. Kind of went on a rant today. Just speaking about everything that's been going on, but generally, I'm on topic about shirts. I talk about hats, different sublimation techniques, different vinyl techniques, any and everything associated with the custom apparel industry. Equipment, traveling to go to these shows, the whole nine. If you would like to support your boy, though, I did start another channel. It's called Grizz World. GRIZZWRLD. On there, I show a little bit of more personal things that's going on in my life. I'm getting ready to start uploading some personal videos onto that channel. So if you haven't, head on over to Grizz World to subscribe. You'll notice my grizzly bear, the one that I had on here, and has a whole bunch of different colors behind it. Also, you guys, check out Squad Creative Podcast. It's a YouTube channel, but we're also on T-Shirt Side Hustles channel. And we just had iDo's Custom. And he came through and blessed us with mad knowledge and gems. And like I said before on any of these videos that you've caught, this man did 16 years in the military and was able to start a full print shop. What I mean by that is tap into that interview and you'll get to see exactly what I'm talking about. He explained D.R.E.A.M. Dream. And it's in an acronym form, so it's not just dream. You need to get on there and actually listen to the gems he dropped on that podcast. Replays will be on the Squad Creative channel. So either or, head to T-Shirt Side Hustles channel if you would like to catch the newest. If you would like to catch some replays, head on over to Squad Creative Podcast. And then you guys subscribe to all three. Grizz World. And I thought I had a piece of sublimation flock and I don't. Not here at the shop. At my house, I do. So I can't even show you the difference between regular Caesar flock, because this is Caesar. 12 inch. 12 by, I think this was like, I don't know, a yard. Maybe 2 yards. But I've had this forever. And the sublimation flock went just like that. Because I use it for a lot of things. I think I did a Dre hoodie. I did a Snoop. Um, I did a Rugrats for my daughter's birthday party. And then I did something for my granddaughter. Then I made some videos over it. But yeah, I don't have no visual representation. But I got a visual representation of the apple green flock. I'll let you guys see it. I don't want to show you all of it, but I'll show you one of them. I made a shirt for my wife today. And it's for her job. So this wasn't one of the new flavors, but if you like, that is the magenta. It's a holographic. But in the middle is that apple green flock, which is nice. I can imagine any type of detailing with this on a black hat would be cold. And then the only is the sun yellow right there. But yeah, comes out nice. The pressing was nice. And I probably will try to sublimate on this green apple flock, even though James and Econo Transfers did not tell me, but I like to do a lot of trial and error to see where I can get extra bang for my buck. There you go, I dudes. Yes, sir. He put it up right there. D.R.E.A.M. Big Dream Hard for sure. Y'all need to head on over to T-Shirt Side Hustle's channel and check out that last interview. And if you guys aren't into watching YouTube or just need something to listen, we are on, Seek and I are on Google Podcasts as well as Spotify. Just go to your Spotify or your Google Podcast, type in Squad Creative Podcast, and you can listen. You don't have to watch the visual. Either way helps to support the channel, and we greatly appreciate y'all. But yo, it's 9 o'clock here over on the East Coast. Your boy got to get up out of here. I still got to go to the grocery store. I'm about to go walking because I need to get back focused. If you didn't catch the beginning of this, go ahead and watch the beginning of this, and you'll see what I'm talking about, how I kind of veered off from T-shirts. But as always, y'all, rate the sky with your creativity. Don't let nothing or nobody stop you in what's meant for you. Trust me, it'll be all types of hurdles for you to hop over. And, you know, you learn something new every day. But then it's the next one, y'all. I'm out. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate you, Jeremy. Appreciate you, Careless TV, iDudes Custom, Barb, Real Right. I'm making sure I say everybody's name. It's just something that I do at the end of all my lives. The Educated Natural, of course, you already know. Scrolling fairly quickly. Late Night Crafting with Stacy, Crafting Away. Appreciate you guys for coming and rocking with me as always. Real Right, I don't know if I said your name, but I'm going to say it again. Real Right, greatly appreciate you. Someone else I'm missing. Act Bad, Bad Acting. Frankie, brother. Greatly appreciate you coming through. I actually have known Frankie for the last 3 to 4 years. And he was with me on my very first live, y'all. So he just switched his name up. But salute to all y'all. Have a blessed, productive night and week. Let's grit.